This place started with the dream and the passion to help kids of Melissa Harding. She came here about 4 years ago, and she was put in a position where she was looking after 4 kids that the mom died while she was there, and the dad was alcoholic. She just was left in charge of these kids. The mom asked her, "Would you look after my kids, give them a Christian home?" And she couldn't say no because she was the only person there. That was the first kids of this orphanage. She found land. This is the place where she found it. And from there, it just grew and grew and grew.
The purpose, the mission of this orphanage here, it's basically to provide a home for all those children, for all those orphans that don't really have one. So they can see that there is not just living in a cruel world that they were used to live, but there's actually hope, there's actually something better. There's actually a family, God's family. Now we're actually a school, not just an orphanage, but a school.
We just open the doors and give them the best education that we could afford for them. We try to teach them about Jesus. That's our main goal. It's maybe not to have the smartest kids of the world, but have as much as kids that we can have in heaven.
¿Cómo están?
Bien.
Not very many children here are actual orphans. Most of them have a mother or a father who are still alive. But like with the fathers, usually they're alcoholics, or the mom and dad just don't have enough money.
You have kids that have been sexually abused. You've had kids that have been raped. You have kids that have been abused, as in been used as punching bags. You get all that.
If I remember right, there's just like 1 or 2 that can actually say that they have a home, and they don't even want to be there because, you know, problems, this and that, and they actually feel that this is home. But when they first got here, it was not like that.
At first they hate it, they don't want to be here. And then as time, some of them leave, unfortunately, without you ever seeing the results. You don't know. But others, their hearts change here. Our day starts at 6, and then we do our worship, morning worship. We have morning and night worship. We do our breakfast. Everything's done here in the house. It's different from the big house. And then from there they go to school.
¿Vas a la escuela?
Sí.
Bueno, anda pues. Chao. Chao.
And then when the kids come back home at noon, we get lunch, they wash their clothes, they have to go to work because we have a work program. And then they help out in the garden, and they come back, we eat supper, and we have our worship, and then we start all over the next day. When I first came, I had 10, and then I went down to 8, and I had 8 for 2 years. When they come, they're very broken. They don't trust, they're very scared. And they look at you like you're going to hurt them, like you're going to beat them, or you're going to do something to them. You have to earn their trust. And you don't find out about their baggage right off the bat. It takes time. It takes hard work. It takes day-to-day work. It's not a job that you can work 9 to 5 and lay down. You can't. Sometimes there's nights when you don't sleep. There's kids that work through their emotional crisis at night. You see things, and you hear things, and then your heart breaks for the kids, because they're the ones that's suffering. I was in my room, and I always read in my room in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning, whenever I can find my space early in the morning. The next thing you know, I hear a knock on the door. And I said, yeah, who is it? Well, it's my 2 kids. I said, yeah, come on in. So they're watching me, and they're saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, I'm reading my Bible. They went from not believing into God to doing their own personal Bible study on their own. It was wonderful. That's what this place is. This place is changing lives for the kids. It's giving kids a future. When I get to heaven, I don't want Christ to be looking at me and saying, what happened to your little flock that you had? I want to be able to hand them to him. I want each and every one of these kids to find that personal relationship with God.
God puts you here and you do a lot of things that you never thought you would do, that you figure you can't do. He just gives you what you need to do it, and as long as you're willing, he'll use anything you give.
I'm the school director.
I'm working as a boys dean here.
And I'm in charge of the kitchen.
I teach also.
I just say, look, if you want me to clean bathrooms, I'm ready to do it.
I'm a mom. I take care of 5 kids.
I'm the girls' dean for 3 girls.
I end up teaching, mowing lawns.
You may have like a specific job, but that specific job does not hold you just to that job.
I'm pretty much the person who cures everything.
And I'm a teacher.
And I also take care of 7 little girls.
I teach English and music.
Well, I'm a pilot, now I'm working as a chef.
Right away they tell me, hey, we need you to be a teacher. I was like, what?
I'm in charge of the work program. I need to make sure that everybody's working, even the little ones.
We work in the kitchen, we burn trash, we work in the garden too.
They didn't expect to be doing what they're doing now, but we're happy doing it.
Well, my name is Jerry. I'm from Mexico and I'm a boys dean here in Familia Felix. This is Jose Luis. He's one of the first year students. We're just opening secondary this year, and this is the dormitory, our house. You might want to see it, check it out inside. At first, I thought it was fun. A bunch of boys, 15, 16, 18 years old. It was fun to be with them, to, play around, play football, all that. It was kind of fun. But when I got to the conclusion, I realized that actually they're kind of doing everything I do. Even my words, the way I do things, I'm seeing it in them. And I realized that it was more serious than just having fun with them. I realized that I was actually an example to them, and that whatever I was, they were just like copying everything, and I got scared. I started praying and I told God that this is just too much. I mean, I'm not a good example for them, and there are like 15 of them that I'm leading. They're just following me, and whatever I become, whatever I am, that's what they'll be. And it was scary, but he called me to do it. I accept that I was not able to do it. But, I get the solution. I told them, if you call me to do this, you're going to show me how to do it. This is my dog, Tongo. He's a really nice dog. That's where they live upstairs, because we don't have enough space down here, so they're kind of staying up there too.
Aquí está las maripositas si quieres.
And this is the bathroom. Well, this is William. He's one of the students. He's been here for about 3 years. And primary and secondary too. And this is the bathroom. And that's our shower. William brought those here. They were just flying around, and he decided to just show it to everybody, so kind of they can see that whoever messes around with us is just gonna have problems. So I'm growing up and I'm seeing their experiences, and in every time they have a problem, I have a problem. Actually, one of them is coming from a really difficult situation, and his family, his dad killed his mom, and then he killed himself and stuff, and it's really difficult to deal with him. I mean, he's a really nice kid, but it's, you know, it's tough. Because I don't know what to do, so I need to come looking for God and ask Him, what do I do? I mean, how can I help them? I love them. You gave them to me. I mean, they're my family. What can I do to help them? This is our kitchen here. Sometimes if we don't really like the food at the cafeteria, we come and cook something for ourselves here. It's kind of a mess, so you might want to skip that part. This is Edwin. He's one of our students here. Well, he's really good using the chainsaw. He's so good that he can just cut it even, I guess I could say, even more straight than what they do at the sawmill. I mean, he's just good. Thank God we have these chainsaw here. We're trying to make a bridge, and he's cutting the wood for it, so we don't have to buy it because it's kind of expensive. It's just amazing the ways that the God uses to help different people, and how He can use a person like me, I mean, to be a dad, to be a father for 15, 16 students, and the number just keep going up. And if He can use me, I mean, He can pretty much use anybody.
I've had a lot of people, young people, adults, ask me, what I've done here, and they're amazed, or they tell me they're amazed and they're impressed, and I think, you could do it too. I mean, it's so easy.
Just coming in and giving what you have, God gives you so much more talent. He grows things.
You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be fluent in Spanish.
If you are willing to give yourself to God, He will put you in a place, He will take you to a place where, you can spiritually grow and where you can touch other people's lives.
People here don't have money. We don't have professions, but we've got God's blessing, and He's got all the money.
He calls the ones that aren't qualified, and then He qualifies them.